Brownie.
It's a podcast bonus.
Drive safe today. It is hectic out there.
Okay, we're talking squatters. Have you ever found evidence of somebody living in your house that shouldn't have been there? 13 20 14, give us a call. Because this is what's happened to singer Tones and I.
Peacocks once.
You found peacocks?
Peacocks living on the veranda, Swanee, after we'd been away for a few months.
They'd really settled in.
They were settling. They
How
were
many
squatting.
cocks are we talking, John?
Well, there would have been at least, I think, 8 to 10 cocks.
Wow.
But I think you're talking of the human form, Christine.
I am. She has been, Tones and I, stopped into her Byron Bay multi-million-dollar mansion.
I love that Tones and I has a mansion.
She's got 5 houses.
Yes.
Good on you, Tones and I. But this one, she's like, she's been working hard. She's thought, I'm going to have a little getaway at my house in Byron Bay. She turns up and the whole place has been overrun by squatters, almost like destroyed.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Needles, drug paraphernalia, all of it. And she wrote a note in Tones and I blunt fashion that said, I know you're here, get the F out.
Yeah.
And she started
A
chucking
lot of
everything
homeless,
out.
Swanee, in Byron Bay.
Is there?
Yeah. Behind the scenes, you've got this big facade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of a cool place to go to, a lot of glitz and glamour. Famous people living there, but behind the scenes, a lot of homeless.
God, it takes some balls,
Homelessness.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
She opened up the fridge and freezer. It was full of their food.
Fair dinkum.
Like they were living there.
Well, they would scope it out after over a period of time and think this place is clear.
I'd be so
We're
nervous.
going in there.
I'd be so nervous of someone walking in and uncovering my secret.
I wonder how far it went. Like, did they use her Netflix? Did they watch telly?
Yeah, that's right. How much did they settle in?
Did they have a pool?
I would say so.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Second story bombs.
Yes.
very,
into the pool.
very fancy house.
Off the roof, John.
Yes.
Totally trashed. When I moved into the house that I'm in now, I found evidence of people living under the house.
That's messed up.
So it's a raised house. So underneath you can sort of walk under it, if you crouch.
Yeah.
And there was like sleeping stuff and drug stuff, always drug stuff, and lots of soft drink. Squatters like a soft drink, a big bottle of Solo.
Full strength?
Yeah, full strength. They're not mucking
Get the
around.
sugar to get them through the day,
Yes,
Swanee.
and you've had peacock squatting in your house.
Yeah, that's right. Peacock squatting. But I think it's, I don't know. Look, what are you going to do? If I was on the street, Swanee, I would be scoping out places as well to see if there's any activity there. And after a while, when I think the coast is clear, why not go in and try it out?
Yeah, you don't mind a squat.
Why wouldn't you go in there? Because it'd be better than living on the streets.
Absolutely,
Wouldn't
it would.
So they're only doing their best. And then after a period of time, if you don't get caught, well, then you're going to take it to the next level. Then you're going to really start to move in, use the fridge, all these types of different things.
Yeah, little by little.
Don't you reckon?
I was walking up Canterbury Road the other day on one of my walks, and there's like a power station building. You know, it's like a little mini house with a big door.
Yes.
I know the one you're talking about as
Yeah,
well.
it's on Canterbury Road near Canterbury Gardens, and I always walk past it, and it's always locked. And this time the door was open.
Really?
And I could not help myself. The curiosity was overwhelming because I love to see inside old buildings too.
You were urbexing.
I was urbexing. You would have been proud of me, Dino.
Yeah.
So I popped my head in and had a look around, and it was exactly as I wanted it to be. Dark, foreboding, lots of spider webs. But there was a crate right just behind the door with an open packet of chocolate chip cookies.
Did you indulge?
And it was like it was
How
like a
tempting
serving.
would that have been?
It was so tempting. It was like a serving suggestion. They were pulled out of the wrapper.
This reeks of a trap, John.
That's what I thought. And I thought, so my initial reaction is, I'm going to have one of them. And then I went, no, don't do that, Chrissie. And I went out and I go, spooky. I said out loud, spooky, and kept on walking. But later on I imagined putting my hand out to take one of the cookies and then a hand grabbing my wrist from behind the door. Going, gotcha. The oldest trick in the book lured me in with a chocolate chip cookie.
They'll get you.
I thought you were going to say you're going to move in. The kids were shitting you to tears. You thought about moving in there, Swanee.
Oh, don't worry. I always dream of that. 13 24 10. Has anyone ever lived in your house or you've seen evidence of people living in your house when they're not allowed to? Squatting.
I got 3 little kids. squatting at the moment. Contributing nothing.
Not a thing,
Making
John.
a mess.
Not a thing. Filling your fridge and
Filling
freezer
your
with
fridge.
their food.
Jesus.
Tones and I has walked into her holiday house in Byron Bay and found it completely habitated by strangers.
Wild.
Food in the fridge, drug paraphernalia. There's always drug paraphernalia.
I love how she threw all her shit out in the lawn.
Yeah. And she said, get your stuff.
Like a bad breakup.
Yes.
Clothes out in the front lawn.
Yes. And she took the scissors to all their suits.
All the neighbours would have been looking in going, geez, what's going on with Tone tonight? She's going through a bad breakup now.
Breakup. James from Dandenong North, tell us about your place in Ocean Grove.
Hey guys, how are we?
Good, mate.
Yeah, good. Yeah, no, we rolled up to the joint in Ocean Grove and found a heap of mattresses and sleeping bags and everything like that. The fridge, we didn't have a fridge in there. Fridge going, food in it, and about 15 minutes after we got there, we'd sort of had the police on their way down, and the people who were habitating the place turned up. Tried to convince us that it was their house.
What?
And, it was like, no, this is our place, get out. No. And so there was a bit of a back and forth with that, and then once the police rocked up, they tried to leg it down the street, but they got done in the end.
Were you so furious when they started to say to you, take off, this is our place? I would have been livid.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It was hard not to find something to hit them with.
Yes.
I like that.
Maybe-
Find something to hit them with. How long were they there for?
Probably about a month, I think. But
And
been there
did
for a
you
bit.
did you change the locks and all that sort of stuff?
Oh, yeah, everything got changed up straight away.
And what
And,
did you do with all their stuff?
Oh, just skip in, gone, get rid of it.
How gross. Did it make you feel weird about the house?
Well, it was sort of a little bit. You sort of felt a bit weird every now and then. And then at night you go up there and sort of hear something and think, oh, great, here they come again. But nothing ever eventuated.
James, did you ever consider befriending them and all living together?
Here's the story.
I did. The missus wasn't too keen.
No, I bet.
How many of them was there?
3.
6 models of Zonzo Estate, mate. Thank you for your call. Emma, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I'm a builder's cleaner, and I rocked up to one of the houses that I was cleaning one day, and they're all brand new builds, and I could hear a lot of noises coming from upstairs, so I just thought it was another one of the tradies. So I went upstairs anyway to find on the second level a whole bunch of 16-year-olds roundabout that had taken the roof tiles off the roof and climbed in through the manhole and had been having a party in there all weekend, and the whole top floor was covered in Macca's, KFC, all cartons of beer, you name it. There was, they'd been up to no good, if you know what I mean, in there. There was all kinds of things in the bathrooms, and they scrambled back up a little ladder and out the roof and climbed down off.
Genius.
Horseplay.
I've got to say, that is impressive to get a carton of beer up a ladder
Good.
through the roof tiles.
The KFC and Macca's is a genius touch as well. That's horseplay.
All they were missing was the weatherboards, the wall, and just the fire going in the middle there.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.